who burn the stars, salute you. Secondary report protocol activated. Requested file. Edenian historical archive. First son. Age block. Custodian. House castigate. Galactic province. Theoavalona Galaxy. Verona. Star constellation. Regent. Royal bloodline of Edenian Elder. Subject double classification. NRE. A wanted type-wing descendant resembling mortal O1 people. NRI. Mutated NRE possessing scaly features or animal-type features with dragon-like appearances. The NRE were a hard-wing segment of the Edenian population. This particular race were not xenophobic nor completely separate from the regular winged population. However, there was one significant disparity, and that was that the early evolved NRE were not immune to the Morning Star virus, which caused trouble throughout the 800 Gates as a result of rebellious separatist factions of hard-winged Edenian civilians. The inciting incident was a separation of the NRE as during their first evolutions. The separatists began diverging in belief and actions as the now hard-winged segments of Edenians began utilizing dark and forbidden magics which allowed the rampancy of the Morning Star virus to take hold. During the dawning ascendancy of the first weapon, so named Draku was able to see vast distances and even beyond the borders of her own galaxy. The first weapon became aware of the dangers the NRE faced. She took action to intervene. In this era, Draku led a campaign to relocate the NRE to their current planet, so-called Edenia. Actions were taken to assist both segments of the first people of the NRE to heal from the virus whose rampancy cost the lives of half the hard-winged population. With the assistance of many feather-winged civilians and healing campaigns throughout the first planet of the NRE, the virus was quickly eliminated with a single caveat. The hard-winged Edenian became ill and deformed, and it was in this era that the disparity between the two Edenian types was noted. The horrific mutations quickly transformed and infected subjects to resemble the form of a reptile, with horns and fangs. Thus were they renamed the Invari. These creatures were vicious and nearly mindless versions of the once noble NRE. This particular young segment of mutations could never take a normal form, as their transformations in this era were permanent. Seemingly as difficult to terminate as an Edenian or O1, the Invari began evolving and learning to shapeshift at will, no doubt a result of their ascendant state in its early evolution. These dark Edenian roam the open and vast universe, forming broken families or covens, often hiding in plain sight in space stations or visitor worlds, as their shape-shifting abilities allow them to blend in with nearly any species in their weight class. It was also hypothesized that versions of these creatures made their way to the Otari galaxy and likely the Garden of Good and Evil, as many of the Earthwalkers' legends contain histories of encounters with creatures they would call Lycans. This moniker was established through investigations of O1 scientists who visited Terra, the Garden of Good and Evil, after the detonation of a star matter bomb by a rogue Angelus. These investigations concluded that the Forbidden World Terra had before been visited by the Invari. During the present history of the Reclamation Age, after a second rampancy of the Morning Star virus and under the guidance of Rhaenys and her daughter Sabaki Amadeus, the virus was eliminated utilizing the only genetic sample from the one species that was now completely immune to the virus as an affectation of ascendancy.